Good morning, everyone. Today, I am discuss my fifth semester subject, Dynamics of Machine. Hi, I am Mudit Sharma, Assistant Professor from Mechanical Engineering Department. Today, I am discuss first topic of Unit 1, Force Analysis and Flywheel, in which we study static equilibrium, static superposition, static force analysis of simple mechanism, inertia force and inertia torque, and D'Alembert principle. Okay, so let's we start from the first topic. What is equilibrium? A body is said to be in equilibrium if it is at rest or moving with uniform velocity. We can say that if the linear and angular acceleration of a body are zero. The body is said to be in equilibrium. Otherwise, we can say that when two or more forces act on a body such that their resultant or combining effect on the body is zero and the body retains its state of rest or of uniform motion, then the body is said to be in equilibrium. For example, let us take suppose if we use a weighting machine, if we use a weighting machine in which same weight of two-person, same weight of two-person are sitting on one side and other side. If the marking symbol on the state, then we can say that it is the state of equilibrium. Okay. So, with the respect of state of a body, equilibrium may be divided into the two categories: static equilibrium and dynamic equilibrium. First, we study static equilibrium. Okay, what is static equilibrium? Is the combin combination effect of all forces acting on the body is zero, and the body is in state of rest, and its equilibrium term as a static equilibrium. For example, for all stationary bodies, static in static equilibrium. Let us suppose that if I am studying on my study table, one book are put on this study table, then we can see that the force calculation about this. It's all horizontal component of forces and all vertical component of forces about this book on the study table will be zero. Summation of the all horizontal and vertical forces zero, which is explained in this given diagram. Here, a book put on the study table and we calculate its normal force, its gravitational force, etc. Okay. Now, we explain dynamic equilibrium. What is dynamic equilibrium? When a body is in a state of uniform motion and the resultant of the all forces upon it is zero, then it is said to be dynamic equilibrium. Example, jump by the using parachute. Jump by the using parachute. This is the example of dynamic equilibrium. Okay, I already discussed static equilibrium and dynamic equilibrium. Okay, in dynamic equilibrium, we apply three conditions. Summation of all vertical forces will be zero, summation of all horizontal force will be zero, and moment about at any point summations will be also zero. This is the example of dynamic equilibrium when we are going to skydiving, yeah, jumping by using parachute, etc. Okay. Now I would like to discuss what is inertia force. So before discussing inertia force, I am discussing what is force. Force is a pull or push which acts on a body, change or tends to its state of rest or motion. Okay. A force is a completely characterized by the point of application, its magnitude and direction. If we want to represent a force, suppose I am saying we applying 10 Newton force on a wall, then 10 Newton is a magnitude, direction I am pushing. Okay, so this is the force. Inertia force. Before describing inertia force, I am talking about Newton's second law of force. What is second law of force? Newton's second law of force, according to this law, the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to M's force. Then we got the relation F equals to ma. Then we got the relation F equals to ma. We also note that from the third law of Newton, every equation has equal and opposite reaction. So we know that when we applied any force, then in reverse direction we got also a force as a reaction form. So what is inertia force? Inertia force is an imaginary force, a virtual force which acted upon a rigid body to bring it in equilibrium position. Okay, so then in repulsive direction, we any force we got, such kind of force we call inertia force. It is the negative quantity of force. That means F equals to minus ma. We can write F equals to minus ma, where m is the mass of a rigid body, a is the linear acceleration. I hope everybody understand what is inertia force. Now, the inertia force is an imaginary force which is applied in opposite direction. It is rises due to the mass of the rotating or reciprocating part of a machine. Okay, so now we are going to do some analysis, static force analysis, dynamic force analysis. So first of all, I would like to describe what is static force analysis. If the magnitude of inertia force is negligible as compared to externally force or load, and hence it is neglected, and the analysis as compared to mechanism is called static force analysis. Now we discuss inertia torque and inertia force. We already discussed. Now we discuss inertia torque. We know that what is torque. Torque is a rotating couple. We know that the value of torque T equals to I alpha, where I is the mass moment of inertia and alpha is the angular acceleration. So when we got in negative direction any kind of repulsive torque, that is called inertia torque. Okay, so what is inertia torque? It is an imaginary torque which is when applied upon a rigid body bring its equilibrium position, and it is equal to the accelerating couple in opposite direction. So we understand what is inertia force, inertia torque. Okay, now I am going to discuss D'Alembert principle. Okay, before discussing D'Alembert principle, we discuss second law of force. Okay, the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to M's force. We know that from this we got F equals to ma. If we can write F equals to ma, and we also write F minus ma equals to 0 according to mathematical equation, F minus ma equals to 0. If in a bracket, if in a bracket we can write F plus in bracket minus m equals to 0, then the quantity ma we already know about inertia force, then we can write F equals to minus ma. F equals to minus ma. So we can write F plus minus m is inertia force, F plus Fi equals to 0. So according to D'Alembert principle, it states that the resultant of force acting on a body together with the reverse effective force or inertia force are in equilibrium. The equal and opposite force minus ma is inertia force. When the when a body in a equilibrium position, then the summation of all external forces and all inertia forces on this body equals to 0 when it sustains a equilibrium position. Okay, so this principle we use to reduce a dynamic problem into equivalent static problem. Okay, so I hope you will understand by this by the help of this video what is the what is equilibrium, static equilibrium and dynamic equilibrium, and static force analysis and D'Alembert principle. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you so much. If you have any issue, then mail me or chat me. Okay, thank you so much.